And welcome back to the show. Parents at a Houston area school say teachers told them that crayons were going to be removed from the classroom. Now a number of mothers and fathers feel their kids are being punished, but the district says that's not the case.
There are changes inside the classroom at Southside Primary, and outside there are questions, concerns, and confusion over a curriculum shakeup that takes coloring away from the kids.
That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is how the kindergartners learn their colors. It's stupid.
Vanessa Marin says her young children seem to learn best through coloring.
Samuel comes home from school and he's all happy because he colored something correctly. And it brightens everybody's day. His smile is infectious. You take his crayons away, and what's that going to be like?
Southside offers pre-K through second grade classes, a time when many parents feel that using crayons leads to self-expression.
Coloring keeps them involved, keeps them, upbeat, because I know my son, he enjoys coloring, and, that's one of his biggest things. You put a marker in his hand, he draws on everything.
Parents insist they were told that crayons were disappearing from the school entirely. Cleveland ISD says the school is taking away the, quote, coloring method, but not the actual crayons.
I would like to take this before the school board and find out what the reason is for the principal doing this. I'd like to hear his side of this to find out if it even makes sense.
The district says kids will no longer be using coloring sheets and will focus more on academics because of low-performing test scores at the 3rd and 4th grade level.
That's not fair to punish the little kids because the big kids aren't doing their studying.
Parents who don't fully understand the district's reasoning wish they would have been included in the decision that affects their kids.
And the district declined to go on camera, but told us these changes are a directive from the Texas Education Agency. We're told the kids will still be allowed to color, but only when it is appropriate. Can't wait to hear what Heather Williams with Wings After School Program and Ashley Triquet with Chris Kids have to say about this.
Well, I think my first question is when is appropriate color? When is the time that's appropriate for coloring? The kids learn. Definitely, they need structure and they need that lesson to be taught. But part of teaching kids things is having it to be fun, so that they learn, they take it in, they're interested in it, and so. I guess my question would be, where's the fun in it so that the kids are really interested in learning whatever activity they're doing? They need that fun.
Right. Well, and at this age group that we're talking about, play and creative expression is their language. They don't have the language skills that we have. So this is how children of this age identify their emotions, learn to work through challenges, express their feelings. Taking that away, you take away their language.
Right. And that's something that we have we challenge our kids to learn those emotion words so that they can express themselves. But in the meantime, when they can't, how do you do it?
Right.
Especially the younger kids, by coloring, by drawing pictures.
Right, and I mean that's even with children with crayons, they're learning their colors. Young children. I mean it's another way to practice your colors as well.
Creative expression. Who am I going to be? It leads into all of that. So yes.
So do we both agree here, or do we all agree, should I say, that this is taking it a little bit too far?
Yeah. Yes. I just think about if I didn't have crayons and I couldn't color in elementary school, what impact that would have made on me. Because I think that I'm a creative person, and that may have started with coloring. I just think there's a lot that may change in a negative way from them just taking away the crayons from the kids.
I still like to color.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely something that's still very expressive and safe activity. We talked about safety. I mean, it's no harm. So
yeah, and you have to let the children be children.
Be kids.
I mean,
right.
My daughter, she absolutely loves to color, and that's a trait that we didn't necessarily see out of the gate. Maybe with my son, it's not that my son doesn't like to do that, but my daughter loves it, and I mean she picks up the crayons every single day and wants to draw, and I mean she's very young, but this is her way of really expressing herself.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's something that she loves to do, and to take that away from a child, just seems like it's inhibiting their development, maybe.
Absolutely.
I don't know what you think about that, but.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just, and I think it'll slow it down. Because again, they're not, if you take away that coloring component, they're not interested in what they're doing, so academically how they're developing. Probably at a slower rate. The interest is gone.
I agree.
And so I think it's just, I'm blown away.
Right. Now, with my son, I think if you took away the balls, then we got a really problem,
right?
Yeah, we got a real big problem because he loves anything sports, and
Right.
you know, to take those away, here again, another way of, you know, inhibiting, I think, the growth and the development of the child, what they may really have an interest in.
And again, it is about balance. Like she said, I mean, appropriate time, but what is that? It is a balance between structured time and,
Right.
and
Right.
creative, expressive time.
Right.
Right.
So Heather Williams with Wings, thank you so much for being on the
Thank you for
program.
having
Ashley
me.
Triquet, Chris
Thank you.
Kids, you both really added a lot to the program. We appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Well, for more information on all of this, we will have some of that coming up. There it is right there, chriskids.org, 404-486-9034. And there's information for Wings for Kids, wingsforkids.org, and the phone number, 404-669-6372. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this to wrap up the show.